This week's episode of Black at Work is sponsored by
You want to pay your bills? You want to pay rent? You want to get Starbucks? You better work, bitch. You want to get groceries? You want to feed your cats? You want to watch Netflix? You better work, bitch.
Truer words have never been
Girl,
spoken.
Do you want some Shein?
Okay, you want that boo?
Girl,
Pretty little thing. You better work, bitch.
Girl, what? You better work, bitch. She is so right, baby.
Who clocking in for Shein? It's me.
Clocking in for Shein.
I'm clocking in for Shein.
Because one thing about it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, hello, lovely people out there.
Hey, y'all.
If you have a fuck you, you know what to do. Send them to us here at Black at Work Pod. Hit us up on all social media platforms at Black at Work Pod. Email us, blackatworkpod@gmail.com, or hit us up on our website. You can submit a fuck you anonymously because we got it like that. www.blackatworkpod.com. The fuck you of the week. Dear Jose, fuck you. If I had 3 adjectives to best describe you, they would be number 1, dumb, number 2, dumb, and number 3, dumb. You are the epitome of a pea-brain, stupid-ass, bitch-ass motherfucker. I knew from day one you were intimidated by me because I saw right through your bullshit. It was evident that you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, and the fact that you were my supervisor when I clearly am more skilled and knowledgeable than you is puzzling. Although with your current level of cognitive capabilities, a chimp could do a better job at managing than you. This is a clear indication that your head game must be A1 because that is the only way you could have possibly secured your position. By the way, next time I hope you choke. Dang. For you to choose to communicate with me at all, even in issues related to work, and in order to attempt to sabotage me, is childish, immature, and unprofessional. You can kiss my entire black ass. You trash box smelling, Rip Van Winkle looking, bobble-head ass motherfucker. Sincerely, Quentin.
Jose said only one brown in this town. You gotta go, Quentin.
Not one brown in this town.
Girl, because he is working overtime trying to get you clocked. I don't know what his deal is, but damn, he over there sucking dick for pay. What's going on?
Girl, what is going on? And then he told him he hope he chokes. That's not nice.
I mean, you trying to sabotage. I hope you do that and more.
Do it till you're satisfied. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That was funny though.
That was no. You read him for a trash box smelling. Okay,
girl, what a trash box smell like.
Girl, what I was
looking this over there thinking about it. She like, I don't know.
Right. You know what, girl? No, I'm thinking about like the trash outside the dumpster. I mean, what Phaedra? Shoot, no, not Phaedra. Who was it? Kenya said somebody's. Girl, I don't know. Take that out. I don't know what I was trying to say.
Girl, no.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I think like I know what a trash box is.
Oh,
I'm just trying to figure out what it smells like. No, a trash box, like, you know,
your pussy stink.
Oh yeah.
Is it a girl or a boy he's talking about? Oh, he didn't say. He just said his supervisor. Okay.
I mean, it don't matter. He smelled like a trash box, regardless of his gender,
man. Hold on,
identity.
No, it's so funny though because I'm looking at this, and he is talking. Well, I don't want to be he, she using the pronouns, but now that I'm looking like at it, Quentin is a nigga. Okay, he said Her head game, he didn't say this, but he said her head game must be A1.
Oh.
Yes. And he said he hopes she choked next time. He didn't say she, but I'm looking back at it now that you said trash box. Anyways, yeah, my bad. This done went left.
Oh man. Anyway.
Right.
We don't know what's going on.
Girl, at all. Well, if you have a fuck you know what to do. Send them to us here and we gonna shout it out.
We do have a shout out from Pretty Miss Smitty again.
Yes. Pretty Mrs. Mitty.
That's right. It's Pretty Mrs. Mitty.
Yes, ma'am. Get it correct.
Okay, let me get it correct before I say anything because I don't want to.
Right.
But I actually have her thing to play. Hey, pretty girls. It was so amazing to hear your last episode where y'all shouted me out. My name is Pretty Mrs., okay? I'm a woman, a sexy one. Mitty, Pretty Mrs. Mitty. The story behind the name, I'm a newlywed, and that is my husband's nickname. So yes, I am the Pretty Mrs. Mitty. It just, I did that with that name. But I have so many fuck yous to submit. I'm just waiting for my moment, y'all. But we love you so much here in Chicago. You girls have really revolutionized the podcast world. And I know there's so much more coming y'all's way, so much more success and so many more incredible guest speakers. Y'all just keep it up. But hopefully y'all can record these memos. You have my permission to and share them if you want to on the next podcast, because whoever else wondering, I know I be listening in to the coworkers and they experiences. So now if anybody else is wondering, what is that girl's name? I'm not a mister. It's Pretty Mrs. Mitty. I love y'all so much. Thank you for all that you do. Fuck you letters coming soon enough, baby.
Yes.
Shout out to Pretty Mrs. Mitty. And yes, ma'am, you did do that with the nickname.
Girl, she got gangster on us at the
Okay.
end. Coming soon. Bop, 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 bop.
Shout out to Chicago. That's one of my
Right.
favorite. Well, that is my favorite city. I think I've said that on the show. My favorite city to visit. I love Chicago.
Yeah.
Don't love the wind in the wintertime, but I love everything else.
I did. I really did like I did like Chicago.
Oh, you did go recently.
Yeah, no, I didn't like the food. I don't want to talk about Chicago food, child.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I am. Look, I ain't like the food, baby, but I'm gonna have to go back with somebody that I'm a Pretty Mrs. Mitty. When I come down here, sis, take me somewhere to eat. That's good.
Okay.
No, shout out to her. That was so sweet, uplifting.
So nice.
We be needing to hear that from you guys. So, we love y'all out there in Chicago.
Thank you. And thank you so much. And again, guys, if you want to submit us a voice note, a voice fuck you, whatever it is, you can do that on our Instagram page, or you can go to Anchor and search for our podcast and add a message. And I think it'll do it that way. And we'll play it on the show if you want us to. So, I guess it's time to go to the water cooler.
Yeah.
Why did I say that like a white girl?
You always say it like that, friend.
No, you didn't.
You come for my high talk, so I'm gonna come for dog. Nah, I love Dana's voice though. That's what I'm trying to be all. It's sad. Listen, like she be saying.
You is crazy.
Wish I could be.
Sing, baby. Take your time.
Part of that world.
She better go ahead on. Let that girl know she can sing. Because we did not talk about The Little Mermaid.
I have never seen that TikTok, but every black person listening to somebody sing a solo at church, baby.
Literally, the TikTok says Black folks at the movie theater in May 2023.
No, for real. Do not show up. We need our own movie theater because the white folks is not gonna be here for it.
They ain't coming because they are pissed off about this film. And you know what? I'm not gonna
Are
say all
they?
whites. I'm not gonna say all whites. Because some of them have been clocking the others on TikTok. But what I will say is that there has been quite the uproar about Black Ariel. Apparently, you know, some white people don't think that Ariel should be black. They feel like she is white and she should stay white. She represents the gingers, the minority group. And yeah, what you got, Anessa?
Y'all got Santa. Y'all got Mermaid. Y'all got Cinderella.
Come
Y'all
on.
got a Snow White. Snow White. Snow White. Like, y'all got everybody. Why we can't have somebody that look a little tethered? Why I keep saying tethered? Textured or something, a little tan. Why we can't have nobody? And she can sing better than y'all can sing. Well, I ain't gonna say better than y'all can sing because there's a lot of white Ariana Grandes. But let Hallie, is it Haley? Hallie?
Hallie.
Hallie. The other girl is Chloe. Okay, yeah. Let Hallie have this and let us have this. Like, and why can't it just be okay? She was casted. Why does it have to be like she was casted for the show for the movie? Like, I don't know. I mean, but the fact that she's black is just I'm happy about that. But I'm just saying, like, why are y'all so my point is, white people, why are y'all so mad when y'all got everything? Y'all even got Jesus, goddamn me. I mean, we ain't even got Jesus. I mean, we know Jesus was black, but y'all have told us that y'all paint pictures of him being white. Y'all got him with y'all's hair. Like, come on. Like
They think they got
they
Jesus.
think they got, that's what I'm saying. Y'all got everything. Let us y'all think y'all got everything. Like, let us have one thing. That's all I gotta say. That was a lot, but still.
Well, I mean, okay, friend. Now hear me out.
Okay. I'm
And
listening.
y'all don't come for me, but I feel where they coming from.
What?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Halle Bailey is finna fucking clown this role. And nobody is ever gonna remember that other white bitch. So the Ariel as they once knew it is finna go into the depths of oblivion where she should have been because she wasn't fucking real to begin with. That's number one. Number two, they're mad about all the shit that we recreate because we just do it better.
We
Like
do
we
it
turn
better.
we
We do
we
it
turned
better.
Cinderella up.
Yep.
Okay. We turned up the Wiz. Well, we named it the Wiz. We turned up y'all's Wizard of Oz and remixed it and named it the Wiz. Made it one of the greatest musicals ever fucking made. Whenever it's all black, it turns out fucking amazing. And so now these little redheaded whites or white people behind their racism, because they're racist as fuck. Let's not even give them that. They're scared because Ariel's gonna be gone forever.
Fuck Ariel. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I am really just kidding. I did not say that.
I mean, fuck Ariel. Like I listen. My mama was one of those black mamas, y'all, that would not let me play with white dolls. She didn't play that shit. I had a friend named Jessica. Well, she was black though. She was black, but she had all white dolls, and my mama wouldn't let me go over her house because she didn't have no black dolls.
Shut
So
up.
that's how deep my mama was about this shit. Like she did not play. But my mama let me have a Little Mermaid sleeping bag. Why? Because she understood that that was a fucking fish. Okay.
That's it,
She
y'all.
wasn't tripping about Ariel not being black because Ariel does not exist.
Ariel was under the sea.
Okay.
Your mama did not care about somebody that's
Like,
under the sea.
she genuinely did not give a fuck about me having that Ariel sleeping bag. But could I go out and buy real Barbie? No, I had to kick it with, Crystal. What was her friend name? Chrissy and Stacy. The Hispanic and the black girls, that's the only ones I could play with. And only the Hispanic girl, because my mama probably thought she was light skinned. So, you know, even my mom understood that this is a fictional character. Like, they're just taking it too far. Shout out to Halle Bailey. You're about to kill this role. I understand why the whites are mad, because their shit's about to just disappear. My own personal daughter will probably never see or know the original Little Mermaid. She's 2, so she don't even have a reason to go back that far. She probably see that 2D shit and be like, I don't want to watch this. Ain't motherfucking no.
Not
Like,
2D.
she probably ain't even gonna be feeling it. You know what I'm saying? After what's his name? Sean King. What's his name? The Jamaican dude come through and be
Sean
Sebastian.
Kingston.
Okay, nah, it ain't him.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the other dude. What's his name? It's only one of them. Anyway, we gotta move on. But shout out to Hallie, sorry. Shout out to Hallie. Fuck everybody that mad. I understand your anger, but you just gonna have to be mad, baby. I don't know what to tell you. So Apple has decided to wait, because I literally look over to my left and Anessa is wearing Oh gosh. Okay.
I am the epitome of a stereotype.
Okay. Apple has decided to let us have our things and give us a bonnet. Okay. In the emojis, and Anessa is celebrating right now.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I am, and in my pink.
Let them know, sis.
$1.99 bonnet from Gold Beauty Supply. Come on, sis.
But yeah, that's now, when I first read this, I was like, okay, that's dope. But I'm gonna have a real big ass problem if I see a Becky in a Memoji bonnet. You bet motherfucking not, bitch. You bet not. What you think, Anessa?
You better not be able to click on, you know how you can change the the skin tone of your emoji and it go over to a white person that you got on the bonnet. You gonna be mad.
Girl, I bet not see it. Oh, I bet not see that. I mean, cause to me, no, I mean, okay, maybe I'm taking this to the I am taking this to the extreme, so don't listen to me. But in a way, it's kind of like a white person putting on a hijab in their memoji. Like, not all the way, because you're not really disrespecting a religion, but you're obviously trying to perpetuate a culture that you're not a part of in the emoji if you do that. And that's what I mean by that.
Right, exactly. No, I think I saw that and I honestly, it's so funny because you like Anessa got on a, you know what? I can't even deal. Yes, I do have on my bonnet, and shout out to the black intern or the black employee that works at Apple, the black woman that works at Apple that said, you know what? Y'all need to represent us and get us a lady on there that got a bonnet on. Because when I'm texting and all of that, I got my bonnet on.
Okay.
I'm recording the show. I got my bonnet on. So I honestly think it's dope. I do. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, for us.
Yeah,
for
me
us
too. For us, yeah,
to
absolutely.
enjoy only.
Yeah, of
only
course,
us.
for us, yeah.
And I'm wearing a scarf and with my braids, my wig braids underneath. So I ain't gonna set you out there that bad, friend. I'm gonna go with you.
It's okay. I'm here with you.
Well, Kanye West is having a rough life, and I have really delayed talking about Kanye because I it's hard for me. I used to be such a big fan, and he really inspired me, and so it's
Did
hard
you
for
really?
me.
You were a fan of his?
Girl,
Okay.
yes, like, and not like, I'm never like a hardcore fan of anybody. What I mean about that is that his music inspired
Yeah,
me in a
no.
point in my life where it wasn't like a big deal. And so it's hard for me to see him kind of just not be who he
He would,
was.
yeah. And you're to speak to what you're saying, when he first came out, I mean, he was like college dropout. Like that was a thing. Like
Mhm.
he was really he did contribute a lot. I mean, he's still contributing a lot to the culture, but I know what you mean by that time. Like you were a real fan because a lot of people, have come off of like being Kanye fans from that time. So I get it.
Yeah. So, but anyway, this nigga still tripping. Like, I mean, it's regular news at this point. So he released a list of everybody that he's beefing with. And so we have Taylor
Shut up.
Swift, Nike, Kim Kardashian, his cousin, Wiz Khalifa, Jay-Z, Kid Cudi, Billie Eilish, Peppa Pig, Pete Davidson, Drake,
What?
Ray J, Justin Timberlake, Jimmy Kimmel, South Park, Dead
Girl.
Ma 5, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, J. Cole, Travis Scott, Harriet Tubman, Louis Vuitton,
I'm
the CEO of Zappos, Evil Knievel, rest in peace, Dennis Haysbert, Amber Rose, MTV, Beck, George Bush Jr., ADL, TMZ, the American Music Awards, 50 Cent, and Kris Jenner. So
girl, you are lying to me.
yeah, these are the people that are on Kanye's beef list. He recently did an interview and admitted that Sway was in fact right.
How, Sway? How?
If you guys remember, the infamous How Sway came from Kanye West, and he was saying How Sway when Sway in the morning. Everybody knows Sway. If y'all don't know Sway, like just Google it. He's a nigga that got the locks for days. But anyway, he was on Sway in the morning since 2013 and was complaining that these white companies like Gap, Adidas, Nike, and Louis Vuitton and all of them, they wouldn't let him in the door. So Sway told him, well, say, brother, why don't you start your own thing? And Kanye said, how, Sway? And so here we are 10 years later. And Kanye is admitting that Sway was indeed right. He is now on the outs with Adidas for his Yeezy shoes. He's saying that they played him and released some colorways and some styles that he didn't approve of and he didn't like. So they have sued and barred him from being able to speak about the brand, as well as the Gap. He's beefing with them. I guess for similar reasons. I don't know the details behind that. But so now he's out on the quest to start his own. I don't know. What you got, Anissa?
I couldn't even pay attention to what he was saying because he had on that sweatshirt that looked like he got it from out of the trash can. And I said, is this his line?
Yes, and
I
is.
was outdone, but Kanye, I feel like I'm not a doctor, but I do feel like bipolar disorder is a real thing. And he definitely shows signs of that. Like literally. He is like the epitome of, I mean, I hate to say that because I don't want nobody to, but I feel like I just feel like that's what it is. And he told Sway, you ain't got all the answers, Sway. Clearly, Sway had all of the answers.
Okay.
Shout out to Sway. I love Sway.
Shout out to Sway. Yeah, I hope he go and apologize to Sway.
Yeah, I hope he does too. Absolutely.
Well, Tory Lanez was cut from a tour after an alleged altercation with August Alsina. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. When I saw this kerfuffle, I did not give a damn. I kept scrolling. So I can't say that I listened to the audio or any explanations or anything, but I do have this article saying that he was released from the tour because several people have said that he um, got into an physically assaulted August Alsina. Do you know anything about this?
I mean, I was looking at it on the shade room, and I'm just trying to figure out how can you have a beef with August Alsina? Number one, like Tori, what is the issue? Like it's August Alsina, and he's dealing with I don't know what his particular sickness is, but he's also sick. Why are you jumping on somebody that's sick?
And jumping on somebody that's tall when you're like 4'2". What's going on? And then how did you even reach high enough to feel him?
Well, he got all his homies to do it, so you know.
Oh, so somebody else assaulted him
Yeah,
on behalf
it
of.
was like a bunch of niggas supposedly. I don't know how many niggas it
Oh, see, I
was,
told y'all I didn't know.
but yeah, supposedly it was a bunch of them. I don't know if he also jumped in with his little leprechaun self too, but I just know. But I'm just like August Alsina seems like the most peaceful. I think he a Virgo. Like he the most peaceful Virgo in the world. Why would you want to jump on him?
I know, like that's whack. So if y'all were hoping to see him on the Fall Back in Love comedy and music jam tour, he will not be there.
Shady, shady,
And
shady.
shame on you for going to see him anyway, because you know he shot Meg. But that's another
Child,
story.
for real.
Another day. Well, Shaka Zulu, I hope you guys remember him. He's a famous music producer. Well, music executive. Well, producer turned executive. Whatever. Shaka Zulu was charged for murder back in June. He was assaulted by a bunch of guys trying to rob him, at least four individuals. And he was armed, thankfully, and protected himself, shot back. This is what his account of the report say. I guess I should say allegedly, but y'all should know we ain't reporting the news. We just talking at the water cooler. But he's saying that he shot back and one of the assailants died. So now he has been arrested and charged with the person's murder, and he's
It's
claiming self
crazy.
defense. I know what you got, Anessa.
I mean, that's just crazy. Like to hear. First of all, I didn't even know that happened to him previously, and then to find out like he's been charged for murder. But on top of that, why would y'all come out and say he been charged for murder? Like this man just went out somewhere and put somebody in a body bag and dumped him in the middle of the sea or something. Like he was defending himself, and that's what should have come out before instead of just being like, "Oh, he murdered somebody." Because self defense. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm defending myself. So I really hope these people do their due diligence, the laws or whatever, and the charges get dropped against him because that's ridiculous.
Speaking of charges being dropped, the child pornography slash sex abuse charges for both Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears have been dropped by the big sister, the Jane Doe, who filed the petition on behalf of her and her now 14-year-old brother. Base
Boo, boo.
girl,
I'm in the background.
girl. I
My bad.
mean,
Keep going, friend.
the check must have been just to die
Girl,
for,
immaculate.
because I do not understand. I okay. So they dropped the case, not only dropped it, but dropped it without prejudice, meaning that if they go back and change their mind, like they can't go back and say, oh, I was sexually
Wow.
abused or whatever. So
Wow.
I guess their lawyers negotiated that, and that was very smart of y'all. I knew they would figure out a way to get out of this. um I haven't heard anything about Aries. Really don't care about him. Tiffany has spoken out and said that these allegations caused her to lose everything. She lost a whole bunch of gigs, and so the fuck what, you nasty bitch? What you got, Anessa?
Right. I mean, what did you expect to happen? And even though the charges were dropped or whatever, prejudice, I don't know. That was nasty. And I mean, if you don't work another day, I mean, I'm not sad about it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and I think I read somewhere that she was actually starring in an upcoming children's movie. I think.
Oh Lord.
Um, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but when I read her statement, I think it said that she had an upcoming movie coming out that was a kids film. So
And then she says, "Well, the gigs were dropped. Oh, I've lost all my gigs from this." I mean, I don't know in what context she said it, but she's saying it like, what else was supposed to happen?
the movie she was in is already done. Like it's in post production. So
Yeah, no, I'm
it was
talking about
already
her
done.
statement, talking about I've lost so many gigs. Like,
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no, you good. Like, girl, what did you think was gonna happen? I mean,
Yeah.
so, anyways, Tiffany, I'm disappointed.
I hope that whatever dollar amount that these kids got to drop this case was enough for them to get over this. I don't know what type of implications this might have for the young boy. I just don't know. And I'm actually really sad to even report this. But I'm not a reporter.
Back to you, Dana.
All right. Well, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. Well, it's over for you niggas. Like, no man with a penis deserves a chance ever because what's his name? Ame Udaka. He done fumbled the biggest bag known to man. And I'm not talking
Girl.
about bag as in money. It's like, can you even be any more perfect than Nia Long? Like, what is your How did you Bro, okay, hold on. Let me slow down. Because I'm not even telling the damn story. I'm literally in the water cooler with
Girl.
y'all.
Right,
I'm
for
literally in
real.
the water
Because we just
cooler.
like reacting at this point.
We reacting at this point. So Nia Long's husband, Coach Ame Udaka, was accused. Is it accused? Or has he been
Allegedly.
like caught? Okay. Well, there is a claim that he engaged in an improper and consensual relationship with a female Boston Celtics staff member.
Oh.
And it's just like, nigga, what? I need to talk to a man, like, not my man, but like just a regular dude.
Nah, bring them in there. Bring them in there. Put them on the mic.
I just want to know, do is pussy that good?
Yeah.
Like you can't live without it. Like
Mm-hmm.
you would disrupt your whole life, your whole lifestyle, disrupt your wife, embarrass her, bring her to shame, bring you to shame, bring your family to shame, be the talk of the town, and all types of shit just for some box. Like, I need to know, do we have gold
Girl, supposedly we do.
there? I just don't understand. Like, and I'm a woman, so I'll never say, "Oh, sex is so important to me," because us women, we cheat for other reasons. It ain't because we just really want some dick. I mean, some of y'all are out there
I was
like
about to
that.
say, now hold on. Speak for yourself, friend, because a lot of women, they be out here. I wanted a mandingo. Like,
Oh well,
I don't know. But I agree with you though.
I don't cheat. But anyway, um nah, but I'm being serious. Like, this is just ridiculous, and you look silly. You embarrassed her. I mean, nobody's blaming her. It's on you, bruh. Like, what you got, Anissa?
Absolutely not. Like, I am just trying to figure out again, how do you fumble? And we talking about basketball. I don't know what the term is in basketball. You travel,
It was a
a
turnover.
turnover, a file. How do you do this to
Not a
Nia?
file.
I don't know. A travel. I don't know. But how do you do this to Nia Long? Love Jones Nia. Best man Nia. Okay, like what are we doing here? I just don't understand. But at this point, if you can cheat on Nia Long, then I might as well just as I'm walking down the aisle to my husband, I might as well just be like, don't. This man gonna cheat on me because Nia got cheated on. Like,
No.
I just don't understand. I'm like you, Dana. I don't understand. Like, is pussy that? I don't see it being that good. I mean, I don't know, but it's Nia Long, my nigga. Like, it's Nia Long. Okay, I am disappointed. And I remember when this, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I am just so shocked because I remember when it first came out that she was like, that he got the coaching job with the Celtics.
Mhm.
And it was like, this is Nia's husband and blah, 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 or whatever. And it's just like, and in less than 2 months, I have the not the correct timeline, but in this amount of time, you done found a woman to cheat on her with already? And they have beautiful children together. Like, what are you doing? I'm done.
We you know what it is? We just be giving niggas too much credit. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm just no. Let me scale that back because the truth is there are some very good, faithful black men out there
Oof.
that unfortunately get overshadowed.
Have you seen him? Tell me, have you
Yes,
seen him?
and do no, I'm just
Ooh.
playing.
Do do do. Do do do. Have you seen him?
Girl, well, I mean,
Oh, child.
somebody ain't about that life. Like
I hope
I
so.
personally know some. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to say is, like, let's not just throw all the black men on the bus, but y'all niggas definitely took a big L this week. And y'all can thank I made for that. He handed black men a huge L. Y'all will
Wait a
never
minute.
recover.
He handed it to him. She said y'all took the whole black community, all black niggas took a
Black
L.
men, y'all took a big L this week.
All of
Go kick
y'all.
I May's ass. Go kick I May's ass on
He done,
behalf of
oh
everybody.
Lord, girl. That's hilarious. Oh man, you got me crying. That was funny. That was funny.
And that's it for the water cooler, guys. Let's take a break.
He handed y'all.
A big
Y'all go
L.
fight him.
Girl,
Oh.
beat his ass. Beat his ass. Beat his ass. Like, for real.
Ooh-wee. 'Cause,
No, I'm just playing. Don't beat
baby.
his ass. Don't beat his ass.
Girl, I told them I'm leaving at 5 o'clock. 4:30 if I can. Another meeting. Let me tell you what I'm not finna do.
Well, we have entered the stairwell where it is time for y'all to scream and for us to. Child, I'm hoping this week y'all don't kill me like y'all did last week.
Y'all said y'all wanted letters
Ooh.
and gonna clown on us that bad.
Girl, baby. So listen. So our first letter comes from, I'm not gonna say his name, and he actually didn't give a name. He was so upset, he just started emailing. So our first letter says, "Fuck you, Kevin, for making me drive an hour and a half out my way to go do a pickup, and when I get there, they have no idea as to why I'm there. And then when I call you, all you can say is, I'm just saying what they told me. So instead of me getting off at 9:30 in the morning, I'm getting off at 12 o'clock now because I had to drive an hour there and 2.5 hours back. I hope the next time you have to drive, you catch a flat tire. Fuck you on that and have a good day. Not fuck you and have a good day.
Okay, well, at least he wished you a good day. Like, that was very kind of
What?
you. Kevin sound like a nigga though, and then his response is such a nigga response. Like, that's what they
I'm just
told
telling
me,
you.
man. If you don't get the fuck
Who
niggas,
they got in dispatch, baby? I'm just telling you what they
okay.
told me. Like what?
I'm get back. My foot gonna tell you something, nigga. You got me fucked up. Oh, I hate driving. I couldn't do that. Like, you would fire me because I be damned if I'm driving somewhere in, in vain. I hope you
Oh
got. I hope you got overtime and a half at least.
yeah. I can be well, you know what? I used to be a delivery driver for Jason's Deli. I don't know if I've ever told y'all that.
Nah,
But
girl.
yeah, I used to be a delivery driver. Shout out to Jason's Deli, baby. But yeah, nah, if it's having to sounds like that dude is like having to drive. Well, I said dude, I don't know if that's a dude, but sounds like the person that wrote in is having to like do a lot of driving. And so I'm just I'm still in the fact he's about fuck you, Kevin, and have a great day. I'll
Okay,
see you
have a nice
tomorrow.
day.
I'm pissed at you, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Why did I picture a smiley face with a fuck you? Like, I meant what I said.
Right, for real.
Nah,
Oh
fuck
Lord.
even.
Fuck even.
Black ass.
Oh, for real. I'm just telling you what they told me, bro.
That's such a nigga
It
response.
is. Y'all gotta do better. All right. Well, our next our next fuck you comes from actually she doesn't want us to disclose her name, but she did write something really nice about the show and about how she's, happy that we're on. So shout out to you, girl. But she does work in PR at a 4-year university. So she did want me to let you guys know that. So here's her fuck you. I've been at my job for nearly 3 years now in a manager position, and I have moved heaven and earth for my senior leaders, taking on projects that I didn't necessarily want to take on and doing all the duties as assigned without an eyelash bat. When I was hired, my supervisor told me that an assistant director would be reporting to me and that if I proved myself, I'd be promoted to director. So I figured in a year I'd get a promotion, right? Nope. This assistant director has tried to argue with me when I've tried to give her work, and I had to redefine our overlapping roles, quote unquote, when she knew she was supposed to be reporting to me. Finally, I just gave up and just took on some of her work, figuring I would be rewarded for proving myself. Nope. I've asked each year about my raise while she's basically ghosted and does whatever she wants without any accountability or supervision. Basically, a big F you to me. So then we come to last week. I'm sitting in a department meeting with a bunch of senior leaders, and my supervisor stands up and announces this person who was supposedly going to report to me and ultimately never did has now been promoted to an assistant dean. What the fuck? I've been asking for these last 3 years for a raise and promotion, and she gets it without even doing the work? I'm dead and pissed. Oh, and yes, she's white. That's my big fuck you.
Girl, that made my stomach hurt. Like, ugh. I hate when we get in these positions where we're just trying to prove ourselves to them, hoping that they'll, give us a gold star and they never do. Like, I'm too angry. Go ahead first, Anessa, because I gotta get my emotions together.
I know.
Because this is
Yeah. When
I
you
don't like
hear
hearing stuff
about
like
stuff
this.
like this, like it's just like what? Like we do this all the time. Like we go above and beyond at these jobs. We do things past our and like she said, duties as assigned, because in the job description, it always says and all other duties as assigned. I'm doing this, I'm doing your job, I'm doing the assistant director's job, and she's sitting over here um not doing a damn thing. And then you lie to me and tell me that somebody's supposed to be reporting me when you knew that's my thing. You knew that this person was not going to be reporting to me. You knew she was about to be promoted, and you knew you were about to announce that in the team's meeting. So you slid me. I don't like that. I don't like that. So you lie. Like, and why do y'all lie? Why y'all lie? Why y'all? Well, I know why y'all lie. But why you can't be a man or a woman about it and just be like, this is what it is, so that I can make a thorough decision about if I want to,
What I want to
yeah, what
do.
I want to do. If I want to continue to be walked on like a doormat, or if I want to say, you know what, I know my experience, I know my skill level, and I can go take that somewhere else that where I'm appreciated.
You know what, y'all? When y'all get in these meetings with these people and they get to talking all sweet, like, yeah, if you do this, within the next year, I'll promote you or whatever. Make they asses write that shit down and sign it. Or ask if you can record the conversation and record it. because I'd be damned if y'all have me up here slaving away for years and years and years with a promise of a promotion that I never get, only for y'all to turn around and act like, well, who said that? If I mention it or bring it up. Now, she did say that she was trying to be promoted to director and the other girl was promoted to assistant dean. So I'm hoping that that means that you still have an opportunity to be promoted within the lane that you want to be promoted in because she got another job. But it just fucking sucks that you literally just sat there and did all of her work for her only for her to get promoted, and she's probably making way more than you. It just I girl, I do not want to be the one to be like, you need to go in there and tell them about themselves. But you need to politely let them the fuck know that you know what's going on here. And that shit is what I mean, if you care. If you care. Dana, I would be trying to find me another job. And right now, everybody is trying to level up in their career, whatever, so these jobs are paying people
They
to
sure
come in
are.
the door. And I would take my chances at another university. Like, I know university hiring too is very tough. It's not easy to get in the door at a university, I know that. But I would take my chances, like, even if it takes you another 6 months, 8 months to apply and get your resume and yourself out there. Like, because the reason why I would not stay here is because you have already been shown that they don't give a fuck about your merit, anything that
Mm-hmm.
you do, your longevity there, or how hard you work. So when you leave, all they're going to do is replace you. You're working essentially, not, I'm not going to say for nothing, because if they do promote you to director, then that would be great. But as of right now, the way they handling this situation is just fucking sucks. And don't do no more white people work. Don't do that in general. Y'all are way too good, because I'll be telling on them niggas. I'll be like, look, Becky ain't doing her share. And I do
Okay.
that. I do that at my regular job. Like, I literally had to do that today. Like, I don't play with these people. If somebody needs to be exposed, I expose them in the most kindest, professionalist.
Because guess what? They're going to do it to you because they've
They
done
gonna do it to
that a
you.
billion times over. Oh,
Hmm.
this person ain't doing with it. You love to be. And especially if you white, I'm sure going to be like, mm-mm. If I'm training somebody, they be like, give me some feedback. Out. She ain't doing it right. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
At all. Because they're
Always.
going to do
I
it to
do that
you.
too.
Absolutely.
Hmm. They don't give a fuck about not hurting your feelings or
No.
not giving you the opportunity and all of that shit. You know what? I hope that this was a lesson for you to never, ever, ever do no shit like that again. And always stand up for yourself. Always stand up for yourself and leave when you are not appreciated. Because this hurt my heart hearing this, especially all the really nice stuff you said before before
Right.
we got to your fuck you. I'm like, oh no, they got my coworker. Shit.
No, but for real. Go where you are appreciated. And that is a word, okay? Well, keep us updated, coworker. Our next fuck you comes from, I don't know. I don't know if she wants us to say her name.
Make up one.
I'm going to say Miss Hart. Hey, Miss Hart. Okay, so she says, to the person at work that looks like a slob and thinks his ideas are the only ideas, fuck you. Fuck you to hating black older lady that's mad I'm doing well. It's only going to make looking at my pretty face every day harder. Fuck you. Your voice is annoying, and I'm honestly tired of hearing about your dog and husband. Sent from my iPhone. I adore when y'all be sending email. I mean, when y'all send an email and it says sent from my iPhone, because that lets me know that right then this old black lady was talking about her dog and her husband. You was like, you know what? Let me go and pull
Let
up.
me write into the show. I'm sick of this
I
shit.
am sick of this.
We love it. Keep doing it.
That is hilarious.
That reminds me of when I worked in the call centers, and it used to be hella like 40 and 50-year-olds there when I was like 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
Just hating, like, you think you on it, you think you so smart with the computer. It's like, just mad because your old ass don't know how to work Microsoft Word. Like, That just when she said hating ass old ladies, that just remind me of that. Damn, we get caught age shaming a lot on this show. We are not age shaming, I
At all.
swear. It's not what we
Uh,
mean. I promise. I promise.
at all. Yeah, y'all don't be coming for us. But shout out to Miss Hart. If y'all need to send some messages from your iPhone, do that and get it off your chest. Like MR say. All right, so our last fuck you comes from overworked and underpaid. Hello. My fuck you is for the VP of my company that I report to. First off, fuck you, you big dummy, for saying you were hiring for a new director role within our team and encouraging all of us to apply if we were interested, knowing fully well you already had someone in mind to fill the role already and just wanted to waste my fucking time. Also, fuck both of y'all because your new director sucks and I easily outshine her, which is especially illustrated when you openly say she needs to quote unquote step it up in our
Mm,
meetings, although you bypassed me and hired her for the damn role.
mm,
Furthermore, you get another fuck you for telling me that you thought I was, and I quote, grossly underpaid, and that I was working well outside my role, and that you would recommend to leadership that I be promoted to a directorial role immediately. Because of your empty promises, I busted my ass and continued to create initiatives and new processes that benefited our team and improved our company immensely. Only for you to come back a few months later, backtracking and saying raises and promotions were not currently in our company budget and were on hold until Q1. Why would you tell me that if it wasn't set in stone? Fuck you, dude. Fast forward, you call me again and tell me you are being pulled away to work on a second team and you will need my support, although you feel bad for using me and taking advantage of all my hard work while all of this is happening. You claim that you
mm,
have advised the leadership team that you absolutely need to promote me excuse me, to a directorial role ASAP since you are now operating in such a larger capacity. Not wanting to get disappointed again, I ask you for more details on when this is going to happen, and you tell me that you'll have more information after you meet with the senior VP of our department that day. Well, surprise, surprise, the day finally came and went, and I still have heard nothing. Oh Lord. To add insult to injury, I reach out to you for a status update and get your out of office response saying you will be on vacation for the next 12 days. You big dummy. Let's take my promotion off the table for a minute. Aside from that, it didn't dawn on you to reach out to your team to let us know you will be out the office for the next 12 days, stupid ass. You respond to my email and say that you plan to discuss my promotion with me when you get back. But of course, ask that I still do a presentation at a company wide meeting next week, even though you neither prepped me nor formally promoted me so that I am getting compensated for doing so. To that,
mm.
I say, fuck you, and fuck you some more. My days of being the eager beaver, newbie black girl, just happy to be a part of the team are long over. Back when I initially started, I was willing to do all the grunt work and carry the team because it was the highest paying job offer I'd ever received. And I wanted to make a great impression to ensure I stuck around. Little did I know that all y'all lazy white motherfuckers were cleaning up and making $200,000 a year just, oh, I'm sorry.
Girl, girl.
$200,000 a year just to sit on your asses and reap the benefits of all my hard work? I'm done with this shit. If I don't get a formal written offer for the director position the week you return, and at least a $50,000 pay raise, I am pumping the brakes effective immediately and will let your ship sink swiftly. I'll make sure I do only what is officially written within my job description and will let you lead your own damn team like you should be doing. Sincerely, overworked and underpaid.
Period.
We,
This is more of the same
yep.
from the last. Y'all can't do that. And you, girl, I would have went to that meeting and been like, I'm supposed to stand here and make a great impression, but guess what? I'm fucking not, because this motherfucker is not paying me. And you want to know what? I would run down the list just like you did to us today. He told me this on this day, and this didn't happen. He told me this on this, like embarrass him, like in my perfect movie world. Don't
Right,
do that.
right.
Don't do that. That's a movie. Don't
Off
do
with
that.
his head.
Okay. But nah, like I'm glad that you came to this conclusion, because that was
Hmm.
exactly what the fuck I would have said. Like, don't do shit else for them. Don't do nothing else for them. Shouldn't have been working that hard. Oh, what really makes me mad about this whole thing is that he knows that he's using you. And
That's the
he knows that
thing.
you know that
Hmm.
he's using you. And he's coming behind it. Oh, I just feel so bad. You don't feel bad enough to write me your own checks, motherfucker. Pay me out of your salary since I'm doing half of your goddamn work.
All of your
You don't
work.
feel that motherfucking bad. How hard is it? Let me tell y'all something. You're right. In HR, we do know who the fuck we finna hire before we finna hire them. That's not a damn secret. We already fucking know that person has already been talked to and discussed with. The salary's already been negotiated. We just gotta put that shit out there for, I don't know, shits and giggles. I don't know. The law says that we have to post a job, but more often than not, especially if it's an internal candidate, they know they want to hire that motherfucker. It only takes a conversation. You're not about to tell me that it's oh I'm pushing for this. I'm pushing for this. You're not pushing hard enough, Stan. Like, you're not pushing hard enough. He's just lying to you. And he's steady lying just to get you to work more. And that's where I have a problem. I don't like that shit.
Just to get you to work, just to get you to do his work and everybody else's work, and they getting paid $200,000 a year, while who knows what your salary is, but it's like that's just a problem. And my thing is, like Dana said, he is using you. He knows he's using you. And on top of that, he probably knows that this is your first, you know,
Mm-hmm.
well paid job that you've ever received in your career. And so
Mm-hmm.
he's like, oh, she's green. And I'm going to just, I know she's going to come in here and try to get promoted and all that. And that's what,
He probably sensed the eager
yeah, he
beaver.
does. He senses it, and that's why he's doing this. And that's what angers me. But you know, I can't fault you a whole lot, because when I first started my first corporate job in recruiting, I was also like, I used to stay late. I used to do, I was young coming out of college, and I was eager, and just saw a lot of opportunity in corporate. And I was like, if I do this, all of the things that you see. So I don't fault you, my sister, but it's just so unfortunate that white people take advantage. You know what I'm saying? And take advantage of somebody trying to come in here and work hard and do all that. It's like, regardless of the work that we put in, we still not gonna get the pay that we deserve. And I'm still gonna be doing everybody work while Sue and Stan and everybody out at the Hamptons somewhere, child.
Kicking it.
Kicking it in Costa Rica somewhere. Who knows? But I'm glad that you, at the end of this, have have said, "Look, this is what it is." Now, at this point, I know you using me. And now the problem becomes when you be like, "Oh, well, I know they're using me, but I'm still gonna go in the master's
Right.
house and keep on working until they like." We're not gonna be stupid, and you're not. So, I applaud you for again going where you're applauded, and where you're molded into being able to move up into your career, because clearly he's just gonna keep playing you, sis, if you don't
Mm-hmm.
stand up for yourself. So overwork and underpaid, that's exactly what it's giving right now, sis.
Girl, I would leave him on red. Ooh, if I had the opportunity to get me another job, I wouldn't say nothing. I
Hmm.
wouldn't even tell them that I was interested or applying for other places. I and I wouldn't even give them a 2 weeks notice. Fuck your notice. Like, I wouldn't even want to come unless you want to come back to the company. But I'll leave them niggas on red, because all of that bullshit semantics from the past. Oh, you gotta put in the 2 weeks to save your reputation. That honestly, that's only necessary if you want to go back to the job. Like, if you never plan on seeing them niggas again, deuces. No.
No, but for real, I done did it a whole bunch of times, baby. And I'm good.
Exactly. We're just two regular people that don't take our advice. But I'm just saying, like, unless you plan on going back to the company after, you've worked somewhere else, because I know a lot of people do that. Like, they'll leave their company, go to another company to make more money, and then go back to the company they want to work at market rate. I know a lot of people that do that just to get higher salaries. So if that's what you're trying to do, don't do that. But I would definitely not even tell him that I'm getting a new job and present my 1 day notice on their ass. Like, I'm like, and actually, this is my last day. Bloop.
Leave all the work to you. Leave everything unfinished.
Hashtag quit that job.
No projects done. Everything
Okay.
halfway done. The D got a TH on it. I ain't even finished the word.
Okay. I would literally leave them in utter chaos.
Absolutely, I would too.
Just out of spite. I know that ain't the right thing to do.
Yes, it
and like
is.
I
Yes, it
always
is.
tell y'all, don't take our advice.
Yes, it is.
But like, just because of what y'all did to me, like, I don't know, I would sleep good at night knowing that they fucked me, but I fucked them back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, that is all that we have for the stairwell. Thank you guys for screaming with us this week.
I talk shows like the Wendy Show. Recaps to your favorite shows. New music. Have you heard of those? Spilling tea in the break room. A kiki in the break room. It's time for the break room. It's time for the break room. It's time for the break room.
All right. Well, her is set to play Belle in an ABC special in celebration of the 30th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast. Ha!
Oh Lord, the white's gonna be mad.
Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, you're right, friend. Because hers casting will be the first time an Afro-Filipina woman will play the role of Belle on screen.
Like, it's just hella Afro.
That's what I'm saying. Why would they?
Just-
Come on now. Like, according to NBC, I'm like, now, Belle was white. She been white. She ain't changed.
Just say first non-white person.
Yes, that's all y'all gotta say.
Oh my God. Always trying to extra.
Be extra, no, but for real. But the special will air on ABC on December 15th if you are interested at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And it will be available for you to stream on Disney Plus the next day if you don't have a chance to watch it. Now, I'm a little confused because I really don't even know what it is going to be. I don't know if this is going to be like the whole Cinderella celebration thing. I mean, they're saying that it's a screening of the film. It'll include like never before seen musical performances, new sets, costumes, and but it won't be like one of those live things. Child, I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be in front of a live audience, but it's not gonna be shot live. So
it's like Broadway.
I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know what it is, sis. So we're gonna watch it and then we're gonna come back and say this is what it was.
Okay.
Cause I don't know. But shout out to her for landing that. I can totally see her being Belle in a yellow dress. Okay. Speaking of, we were just talking about the Wizard of Oz in the water cooler, but all this nostalgia happening with these surrounding these Disney movies and all these classic films or whatever. Kenya Barris, I think that's how you say his name, is set to remake The Wizard of Oz. He is going to write and direct a remake of The Wizard of Oz. Y'all know Kenya Barris is the creator of Blackish. And It's supposed to be a modern reimagining, is what he says, and it will also include LGBTQ characters to portray how our world is today. I'm gonna be honest. I um I agree with celebrating the movies that are known to be classics like Wizard of Oz, Beauty and the Beast, blah blah. But recreating them, I don't know about
I
that.
was just about to say, I don't need this, Kenya.
Yeah, I don't know about recreating the Wizard of Oz. Like the Wizard of Oz is a classic, the white classic, and then we have the Wiz. Like we don't need a remake to be inclusive if that's what y'all are trying to do. Like I don't know, child. I just don't.
I don't know if he's trying to be inclusive or is he just remaking the
I mean,
Wizard of Oz and
he's
thinking,
remaking it. I'm not saying that he's remaking it to be inclusive, but he's saying this is going to portray how the world is today. I understand all that, but I just don't think we should mess with a classic.
right? I mean, well, okay. I'm not gonna say all of that because there's some films that I wouldn't mind seeing. Actually, nah, I'm lying. I wouldn't want some of my favorites to be remade. But with this, though, I just don't know why we need another Wiz or Wizard of Oz because, like you said, we have the Wizard of Oz, we have the Wiz, and there have been other adaptations, both black and white, of the Wiz and the Wizard of Oz. Since then, we had the Wiz on stage when Mary J. Blige played um um the Wicked Witch of the East or whatever she played. Like Mary killed that shit, and Queen Latifah, was Queen Latifah in there? I don't know. I might be making up shit, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like the Wizard of Oz has been redone and done and done and done and done. So for me, I don't think that we need another production, regardless of who is in it. Like I don't. Well, I no, I don't know. I'm not interested, but yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
either. I'm not either at all. But um, we don't. It's on hush hush when it's coming out and all that. So it is what it is. I don't think we need it. But Kenya, hey, shout out to you. You got more money than I do, so I don't know. um, Speaking of somebody that got a lot of money right now, it's Future because he sold his publishing catalog with songs from 2004, which Future, what songs you got in 2004 now that I'm thinking about it? 2004 to 2020, in an 8-figure deal, he sold 612 songs supposedly. He says he wanted to make sure his songs got into the right hands. I don't know how much 8 figures is, but it sounds good to me. It is interesting to me when I was reading about this that artists, they were saying that like artists are doing this nowadays. Like The Dream has done it, John Legend has done it. And to me, I just feel like, would it not be smarter to keep your catalog so that your estate, your children can make money off of it? Um, but I mean, I guess over time, regardless, it's gonna sell for the same amount that you're getting it for in a lump sum. So, I mean, either way, it's out of my current pay grade. 8 figures,
okay,
I have no
okay.
idea. But what you think, Fred?
I don't know. I think he didn't he sell it for like 65 million or something like that, or 75
I
million.
don't know the exact number. I just know it's 8 figures. How much is 8 figures?
Wow.
Child, I heard a
I don't
six.
know. I mean, first of all, I'm too broke for this discussion
Girl, what?
because if you asking me if I sell every episode for this show for $65 million, bitch, you can have it. Okay, if you want
Ooh,
it for $60,
girl,
no, I'm
not
just playing.
60.
Okay,
Oh,
but nah. I guess that's the deal. I don't know. To me, though, I'm with you. I would think that you would make more money keeping your own catalog. Like, I mean, personality aside, Future got some hits.
yeah, he
March
do.
Madness.
Yes,
Like I can see that stuff being, on Dodge commercials 20 years from now, like Nelly is
absolutely.
today.
Right.
Hi, eh.
That's my point. Why would you sell that?
So yeah, I don't know. I don't, that might not have been the best move, but and plus it's inflation. Like y'all niggas is spending 65 mil, like it's $600,000. That's gonna be gone next year with all them damn kids you got. So I don't know if this is a good move.
Girl, I don't know, but like I said, it's out of my pay grade, child. I don't even know what that look like.
You ain't even making 60,000.
That's
Just
right,
playing.
for real. Let
Just
alone
playing.
65 million, child. You is
Just playing.
crazy. Well, catalogs and all these major catalogs. I cannot believe I missed this last week, y'all, but I have to bring it back up because Usher celebrated the 25th anniversary of My Way. Y'all know I love Usher. And I cannot believe I didn't mention this last week. It came out last Friday, September 16th. So there are three. So he came out with a deluxe album of My Way. He has three reimagined tracks, and y'all heard these tracks on the Tiny Desk. The watch this. Watch this. Which I love because they are giving like very much sultry live music instruments. I love when people do live music. Anyways, the My Way 25th anniversary, it comes with a vinyl, which is super dope. It has the three reimagined songs, and it also includes a mini documentary. So shout out to Usher for just staying relevant and celebrating 25 years, and for also letting me know how old I am.
Okay, she likes him. Usher was like my babysitter used to love him. Like anytime he
Girl,
came on, she Usher, and I'm
that's
like,
me.
but you was like a baby when he came
Girl,
out.
no, I was girl. I loved Usher. Like I went to his residency in Vegas last year. Like I am he was I was it was crazy to find out he was short, but child,
He is
listen. Yes, he is short.
like Tory
I was
Lane short.
not Tory Lane short,
Oh,
but baby, he ain't too far.
Usher?
Yeah, he's short. Yes, can you believe that?
No,
He
I never thought
broadcast
about
and
it
I
though.
was like, he looks tall on TV. Child, Usher is, but not the fact that he got a vinyl, child. Like he making us real old. I'm gonna be putting on, baby. Look, listen to me, put my vinyl on
Okay,
for
and I
Usher.
got vinyl. Okay.
But another thing that was really dope is that he also remade his album covers. So the album covers, you know, the classic My Way album cover. I mean, single cover and the classic My Way album cover. He redid those today. So Usher's so fine still. He don't age. I just thought that was so dope. So genius. Mariah Carey also celebrated the 25th anniversary of her sixth studio album, Butterfly. Doom, 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 doom. So shout out to all these artists who are, you know, celebrating and making us old, because that's really what they doing. And since we're on the subject of relevancy, Rolling Stone released their 500 greatest songs of all times list. Who you think came in for the number one spot, Dana? The number one song or the greatest song of 500 greatest songs of all time. Who you think was number one?
You said Rolling Stone did it.
Yep.
Mm. I'm gonna give it to you two. You know they gave it to you two. Who is it?
Aretha Franklin's
Oh, for
Respect.
real? I
Yes.
thought they
Can
was gonna
y'all
be.
believe?
I thought they was gonna be lame about it.
No, they was not lame about it. Aretha was number one, 500 greatest songs, and I mean, you can't lie. Who don't know Respect? Also, Public Enemies, Fight the Power came in at number two. Marvin Gaye's What's Going On came in at number six. Missy Elliott's Get Your Freak On was number eight, and Outkast was number 10 for Hey Ya. So we had some.
Hmm. And
Would you say,
what number did Swag Surf make?
girl, number three?
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
period.
Cause that's a classic and a greatest song of all time. Oh my gosh. Well, shout out to Aretha Franklin. Okay. Lastly, before I give y'all a quick recap, the City Girls graced the cover of Pop Sugar, and shout out to them for being just, they are really like popping their shit right now.
I
Like they're on
love them.
tour, they're gracing the covers of magazines. But if you've read it or haven't read it or looking into reading, they talk about, what legacy they want to leave. They speak on their relationships with Uzi and Diddy, period. And they talk about their contribution to Issa Rae's rap shit. And I didn't know that they were writers. That show was obviously inspired by them in their life, but I didn't know that they were writers on the show. I did tell y'all that they were executive producers on the show, but they looked beautiful on the cover.
Rap shit is the shit. I actually got a chance to watch it.
I told you,
Yeah, it is so
friend. I
good.
didn't lie.
And
I didn't lie,
I
did
was
I?
like, this seems like the City Girl story.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm pleasantly I'm not surprised, but you just informed me that my suspicions were right. So
Yeah.
shout out to them. Like, I'm so proud of them. Like, I feel like we
I am
watched them
too.
kind of grow up.
We did. Yeah, me too.
This is my nieces,
Right.
Carisha
Well,
and
no,
JT.
not nieces. They more cousins. Let's put them at the cubs.
Yeah. Well, I got a 30-year-old nephew, so
Right. Well, shout out to the City Girls. Well, real quick, I am not gonna give y'all an update or a recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta because their reunion right now is just womp womp womp. But I am excited that the new season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is premiering on September 28th, and I know Dana watches Salt Lake City.
I didn't watch last season.
You didn't?
No, you're gonna have to catch me up.
Oh Lord, friend! Oh my gosh!
I've been busy watching
know,
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I knew you were gonna say. I knew you was gonna say Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I promise I am going to catch up on that because I know Martell or Marquel, whatever his name is,
NyQuil.
he gonna be somewhere, NyQuil, somewhere on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I need the backstory.
Is he?
But
girl, I'm gonna have to watch.
I'm not. I'm not saying he. I'm in my mind. I feel like Andy wants the cameras to be there because he's so messy. So yes, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premieres 9/28, and friend, you gotta watch it because we're finding out about what's her name, the little short lady that want to be black so bad, who got the black kids. Why can't I think the lady name? Jen Shaw. I'm ready to see what's going on with Jen Shaw, and I think she's ended up pleading guilty. Like she's guilty. She was lying the whole time. So yeah, I really need to see what's going on.
It's just crazy the things people do for money and fame. Like, there is no way y'all will never see me on a reality show. Like, the best y'all gonna ever get is me on YouTube because there's just no way I will let anybody in my. Not that I'm doing anything to be clocked on, because I'm not, but it's just like, after all of this shame and you coming back for another season, like, it's just, I don't know. I'm just a different type of person. You ain't gonna send me out like that. I'm not even, if I know I'm doing fraud, I'm not finna be on Real Housewives.
I am not gonna be on, and that is the absolute. If you know you doing something that you ain't got no business, why are you going on a reality television show?
Because people are going to look into you. They're gonna research. They're gonna dig until they can't dig no more. And like,
absolutely.
No, there's no way.
Ain't no way.
Too private.
Anyways, well, lastly, Married to Medicine. All I want to touch on is, did you see the fight between Audra and Toya?
Girl, yes.
Last week, y'all know I told y'all I missed the ending to where they were arguing. And to go back, I will say I watched it, and I will say Audra running down the numbers to Toya selling her house. I thought that was pointless.
Didn't it look rehearsed?
It was very rehearsed. It was very, oh, look at me.
She was like,
let me
wait,
producers.
I'm just going to bring up this housing situation randomly right now while everybody's sitting down. And it's like, what? Like, girl.
Yeah. It was very pointless. But this episode started off with the fight. And let me tell you, okay, Toya muffed Audra in the face. I did a replay about 10 times, slow motion. She muffed her in the face. And like Heavenly said, girl, you got your ass whooped.
Heavenly is petty.
Heavenly's very
she
petty.
Started that shit. Big Scorpio energy. She was like, they were saying you sleeping with the men in the neighborhood. Who's sleeping with the man? And you know, Toya drunk. She been on that Henny and wine
Yep.
all night. And
Yep.
so she just started a big ass mess. But shout out to Heavenly for that. But
That
baby,
was hilarious.
when Toya mushed Audra,
Baby. And she did it so effortlessly, friend. It was so effortless.
oh girl,
And she kind of stayed there waiting for something else to like. Come
yeah.
on now, next
Now
I'm waiting for yours.
Toya ain't never been no punk ass bitch.
She haven't.
Like,
Now that's one thing I will say, baby.
now,
We've seen her drag a mini
okay,
on Married to
now
Medicine.
she don't play, but
She dragged Quad,
yeah,
I think.
like
Yeah.
she
So
she's a feisty one, and I'm just like with Monique Samuels. I'm Team Toya in this. Like, you do not, do not get all up in somebody's face, wolfing all up at them like you finna do something and not
yeah.
expect for them to react. It does not matter if you're not putting your hands on them. You're coming at them in a threatening way, and they, especially, and you're all up in their personal space, they have every right to dismiss you in whatever form of way. If that's mushing your head back, if they're stealing off on your ass, if they're slapping you, tripping you, whatever the fuck happens after you invade somebody's space, that's on you. I fully support Toya's mushing efforts.
And Audra, her mushing efforts, and Audra was definitely in that lady's. I mean, she was all up in her
Girl,
face.
why would you? Why?
Yeah, it was very much. I feel like her whole from the beginning of the end of the night for her to stand up and do all of that to you getting into his face, it was a lot. Like whatever your point was to do all of that was really unnecessary. That didn't even have to escalate to that point.
Yeah.
But
And Audra, I don't know. To me, Audra acts like she acts a little bit younger than she actually is. Like, she's
I mean,
32.
she is 30. She's 30, isn't she?
She's 32.
Oh, she's 32. Okay, I thought she was 30.
No,
Okay.
she's 32. And but even if she was 30, to me
Even if she was
she
30,
acts like
yeah, she does
she
act,
just
yeah,
graduated from like 26.
college.
You know,
Yeah,
like, you still got a
yeah,
chip on
she
your
does
shoulder.
give
You
that vibe.
still got something to prove. You still, like, she's just very young minded, and it's probably because she spent a lot of time in the books and not a lot of time living life and maturing and being amongst other adults and other things, because she literally acts like she just got out of college. But yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, I feel like she definitely has a point to. She's trying to prove a point to the producers, like I belong here, or whatever. I don't know, but at the end of the show, Anila's house was broken into. And you know, Quad was alluding to Heavenly that it was a setup because the break-in
Niggas.
happened 2 days after
Oh,
the
girl.
Holisley party. Now, do you think Toya's friend is that much of a gangster to send someone to
Girl.
her?
So Toya called up her goons and was like, hey,
Girl, Toya called her goons.
rob this person.
I won't lie, it is a bit of a coincidence that 2 days. It's a coincidence that 2 days later that happened, but you that mad? I don't know about that quad. I feel like that's a bit. I'm not going to say it's a reach because I don't know what people are capable of
That is a
anything these
reach.
days.
Girl, come on. That's just like me saying, me getting into it with somebody and then they tire, go flat on the road. And,
That's
oh, it
true.
was Dana. She did it. Like,
Right?
it's just a
No, for
coincidence.
real. Yeah,
Her
no,
and,
for real.
look, outside of Married to Medicine, what's her name? Anila is a social media influencer. Now, I've never heard of her before this show, and I
In
don't
my
follow
life,
her.
in my life.
But what I have learned from watching the show is that every piece of furniture in her house was sponsored. What that means is she had to take pictures of the item, because I do sponsored stuff on my YouTube. So,
Yes,
but
influencer.
you got to take pictures of the item. You have to show it. You have to promote it. You have to rep it. So she's been doing a lot of that on her blog and all of other of her social media channels. This is probably somebody that's been clocking her for months. That's
Yep.
been,
Mm-hmm.
they had to. You just
Watching
don't,
her.
yeah, you just don't roll up on somebody, especially if they have security cameras and you don't have a plan. Like, they knew where her shit was. They knew where to find it. This is somebody that's been watching this bitch and not on Married to Medicine. So it just sucks that this is now the storyline, but Anila's
Mhm.
been grasping at storyline since she got here. So I'm not surprised that this is another one, because this is a huge reach to me. And girl, them people ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
You that mad, right? I don't know if somebody gonna be that mad to send some goons to go and rob your house. I
Girl,
don't know about that, but
please.
anyways, we shall see what happens next week on Married to Medicine, and that's all I have for the break room this week.
All right, y'all. Well, that's all for our show this week. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. If you did, visit us on our social media, Black and Work Pod, on all social media platforms. Leave us a comment. Send us a fuck you. Do what you do. Anissa, do you have anything?
No, I don't, y'all. Y'all have an amazing week, and see y'all
And
later.
and thank you to everybody that wished Anissa happy birthday last week.
Oh my gosh, that's what, and you know what? I meant to do this at the beginning of the show before we even started. First of all, thank you, Dana, for pulling all of my friends together and getting the kids to come on and do little snippets. Like me listening to the show, it was just like little pieces of I love yous. Like that just meant so much to me. And I just really want to say thank you. Thank you guys on social media who said happy birthday, all of our coworkers that said happy birthday. Like I really appreciate it. So shout out to y'all. We had a really good time for my birthday. We turned it up.
All right, y'all. So that's it. We'll see you guys next week.